From YouTube, Nerd on the Internet said starting in few minutes. From YouTube, Nerd on the Internet said should I at everyone in the Discord when the stream starts? Thoughts anyone?
Just a minute while I fix this. Alright, I guess I waited enough. Alright, today, as promised, we are going to build a vintage sort of Macross kit by Bandai. So yeah, this is, oops, close to phone. I don't know. This is the tactical pod Glaug. It has names like Xeon would come up with. So yeah, this is like a command unit. It's a Zentradi mecha, essentially. They're more like personal battle suits rather than like mechas, because the Zentradi are giants, so they kind of fit snugly in there. I don't know how they bend in there. The legs don't go into this, they're kind of just like inside here. It's a 1/100 scale here, so it's not a, it's like it predates, it's from 1992. You can see the Big West thing here, Macross. So yeah, Macross is from the early 90s, well, like late 80s. No, sorry, it's the 80s. So yeah, this is like a 1992. So like it's a, how old is that anyway? 30 something, 32 years old. The design is. I mean, the kit itself is probably a reprint. I doubt this is like 30-year-old plastic we're dealing with here. But yeah, it is. This is a Macross kit, so definitely we will not be getting. You will not be enjoying colorful results like this out of the box. It's likely the whole thing is going to be just like one shade of green, or like two shades. I doubt there's going to be like more multicolored plastic. We'll find out when we open the box. I've never opened this box, so I don't know. I'm assuming we do get some kind of decals and whatnot, some markings. But it's basic, like it has, I'm assuming it's going to have basic articulation, and so on and so forth. So it's supposed to be like a command unit. The minimal research I did on it, so it's not the rank and file. You can see it's red, therefore it must be the command unit. It has a little, no, but just a bit of red. Yeah, so Macross, a Zentradi mecha, well, not mecha, power suit, let's call it that. The Zentradi used to have like fairly, oh, it wasn't the Zentradi. The other one, the female ones. Like the designs were a bit different, whereas this one, like, it has very gun-like, very like normal, like there's like bolts and like screws and things you can make out on the thing. You think it'd be a bit more alien, but no, it's kind of normal looking, really. Except for this little weird antenna here, which I guess is the only weird part. And it has a mono eye, so that's nice. And the box art is like a painting. It's not computer generated or like computer, like drawn on a computer. This is like, you can actually like see the brush strokes on the picture. So yeah, it's a proper handmade drawing that we have on the box. And I don't know, like some of these older Bandai kits, sometimes you get a poster along with the instructions. So we'll see how this one goes. Alright, so let me just... Well, I'm going to open the box now. So it's from the original Macross, not like the subsequent various iterations. So it's like the original hyperdimensional fortress Macross. Let's see if we get the... No, we don't. Like the Pathlever kits from around the same generation, I guess, 90s, early 2000s. You would get like a full, like a nice poster on the back of the instructions. This one also, you get some nice drawings there. I mean, this one's the actual thing, and you have some like nice drawing here. But you have like, I'm assuming to scale, maybe. Oh, it has two colors. So it wasn't as monochrome as I thought it would be. I think this is like this drawings to scale. Yeah. This is a 2-scale drawing. Well, not drawing. Let's just get a screenshot. Picture. Why did I say screenshot? Picture of the thing. So I'm saying the antenna here moves, maybe. I don't think you have a cockpit, but maybe we'll be surprised. The instructions are ridiculously simple. That's it. You have it's a little literal scroll of instructions. I used to say like the HG kits, the instruction with color side and black and white side were basically a scroll, but this one's an actual vertical layout scroll. And yeah, so this thing will require glue. This is like an old style Bandai kit. Those require glue. They didn't invent pegs and hole back then. This is a fairly new invention, pegs and hole. We didn't have the technology back then. So yeah, the instruction can very, very minimal. So I don't know. This could be easy. Oh, this could be very, very hard. I don't know. Because we have left and right arms and legs, so hopefully, I mean, there's not that many parts. Let's look at the parts. I'm a bit tired today, so I might be a bit incoherent. So we do have some water slide decals, not stickers, water slide decals, which is nice for a kit from 1992. These, I mean, decals have been around for like forever, it seems. And these are kind of thick. You can kind of tell, like, the cellulose film that they use, like, is really, really thick. Huh. What are the printers? I need to look it up. Yeah, some more side decal with markings. The entirety are aliens, but it still have warning labels on their machinery. Like, it's like don't drive when drunk or something. Let's put that over there for now. It's all alien language. I wonder if I do. Well, I don't know. Let's look that up. The Zentradi language makes sense. So the one issue I'm seeing here is that, or is it not? Hold on, let me see. So legs, yeah. So the legs like appear like dark green, but we have like dark blue here. I guess it could just be. Well, it's supposed to be like metal and the different shade of metallic and. Just the there's a few bits that are white. Well, I guess that counts as white. It's just the artist rendition of the colors there a bit. Yeah, these are very detailed. And I'm not sure if, like, I suspect like the kits that we have right now, maybe Bandai went back and updated them a little bit, because like this is like very, very detailed, and it has like, it's fuzzy, so it should retain. I feel like this will retain paint very easily, so it should be very easy to paint. It's like people these days like add a layer of like matte top coat before painting. This one already has its like matte finish to it. All of it, like, yeah, it's matte where it's supposed to be matte and like glossy on the like the canopy. Sadly, this doesn't like come out. It's not movable, but otherwise, like, this thing still has a bunch of articulations. So we'll try to assemble it. Hopefully, we'll be like to the point that we can still take it apart later and paint whatever bits and pieces. Without, yeah, it might be a bit difficult. I'll probably be like use very minimal amounts of glue here, just so we can take it apart later without damaging it. Yeah, this thing will require glue. There's only 3 runners, and these are old style runners where the numbering, I'm assuming, Yeah, the numbering like jumps from one runner to another. So it's continuous numbering. Yeah, we have exactly 59, well, more than 59, I guess, parts, because there's 259, 60 parts, I guess. More or less. Alright. I'm just gonna, well, actually I shouldn't. So we will need this, some glue. I'm gonna have to be careful here. Yeah, gonna have to be careful because I still want to be able to take this apart to paint later. I need to like plan ahead a bit, figure out like how we're gonna do this. Oh, like, but this is interesting. Like this isn't like the CAD, the schematic of the runners. This is like just an actual picture of the runners. I guess they just put it in a photocopier because they don't have scanners back then. Just put it in a photocopier and just like made an outline essentially. This looks like they just like put the runner inside a photocopier just to get this outline to put in the instructions, which is interesting. It's a kit from 1992. I think it's like, well, this isn't the oldest kit I've built, but it's like it's there like with some of the older ones. Yeah, I did promise vintage. This is vintage. Alright, so we start with step 1, which is no idea. The waist, maybe? Alright, so 51, 52, 50, 53, 48. Let's get our tool, try not to knock the glue over, that would be terrible. Alright, so 48. And this is a bit awkward. I don't know how to do this. Okay, I'm going to put it to the side a bit. Okay, so then 50 to 53. Yeah, Bandai needs to like start up, like redo all their old kits that they used to do, all the old series like Bat Labor and Macross. Like right now, I think it's like Motoroid and Aoshima. Or was it Hasegawa? I forget. One of these two who are doing, I think, Bat Labor and Macross, respectively. I mean, it's not bad, but I would have done it better. And that's a lot of... I mean, at this stage, I think it's not too important, because eventually these are going to be covered up. Alright, so we'll need to figure... Is this a... I don't know if that's supposed to be on there. I mean, it has the same thing on there, like a little thing there, but I don't know if that's supposed to be there or what. Where does that even go? Okay, that goes in there. That's the arm. Alright. There's like, I don't know if it's flashing or what. Let's hope. that it will make sense eventually. This isn't your regular snap fit style. Oh, it just
From
wobbles a little
YouTube,
bit.
Marcel Mendieta said hello.
Hey Marcel, how you doing? Sorry, we started a bit late today. Almost didn't make it. We're building, as promised, the thing. Oh, hold on. Okay, so this is on the outside, so it doesn't matter technically where that goes. I guess that's fine. How are you doing all today? Oh, come on. Okay, let's try this again.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said good, and you?
Yeah. Alright, I suppose. It's freezing over here, but I'm still alive, I guess. Okay, there was no gap before, now there's a gap. What did I just do? Yeah, the parts don't line up perfectly, it seems. So you're gonna have to play with it a little bit until you get it to fit where you want it to fit. Let's hope this all makes sense in the end. It's a very simple kit, well, very few parts, but there's gonna be some mucking about to get everything to fit as expected. Remember to not breathe in the fumes from your plastic cement. The annoying part here, you had to like hold for a minute because these parts don't line up, so you want to kind of line them up while you're gluing them. Yeah, still a gap. Okay. Trim that. Shouldn't take more than 30 seconds to set. Oh, this isn't Tamiya glue. What I have in a bottle here, just like some generic thin cement. Yeah, there's a gap. No, probably too soon to be doing stuff like that. Yes, the plastic's on the line perfectly because, I mean, there's no kits of that age just didn't they're not the same as
From
the ones we
YouTube,
have now.
Marcel Mendieta said, I wish it were freezing here. The weather was hot all day.
Well, the southern hemisphere does that, I guess. Unless you're not in the southern hemisphere. I don't know where you are. No, it's freezing now. I guess it was okay during the day. Temperature just dropped at night. I'm only on the very first step, and it's already shaping to be something complicated. Back in the day, we used to. I don't think we really need those. Well, depending on the kids, I guess. Like putty, something which to fill in the gaps. That was a thing. So, if you're used to building Bandai kits and whatnot, you just that's a foreign concept essentially. But these
From
old
YouTube,
kits won't
Marcel
need that.
Mendieta said Central America.
Ah, yeah. 都是这鬼的呀。On the US East Coast. Dust blew in my face. Oh, I was supposed to put that on there. Oh, forgot. Okay, let's see how that looks. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake, because this is not coming apart anymore. Okay, let's just leave it at that. I need ventilation, I think. We have a part. I don't know what it does yet, but we have a thing. Doesn't look too bad. Alright, so now step 2. We take, I guess, times 2. 39, 40, 41. That's not in here. Yeah, there's no lettering to the runners. They're just continuous numbers. Old school, very old school. Try to line it up and glue it together. Like the pegs, there are a few guiding pegs, but they're loose, they fit very loosely, so it's kind of difficult to use those to like guide the part. I mean, they're barely helping. I'm gonna need some of these, I think. I'm gonna need a few more. Try to line those up. Some of the simple parts I can just glue together permanently, but I feel like some of the larger stuff, some of the other stuff I might have to consider carefully, because I might need to be able to take it apart at some point if I want to paint in between. Like here, the two sides don't line up perfectly, so you have to like glue them together and then kind of. Okay, let's try this. Just almost knocked the ball over there. Let's just leave this alone for a second. Be very careful not to knock things over. Try to get these lined up at least. Well, they don't line up ever. It's like a... It's kind of the problem with the, well, limitations of the technology, I guess. I should consider like just using modern tools, like modern CNC machines, to get these. Yeah, we need more of these. Testing. Sound okay? I don't know. Well, we'll see. Now I started like crackling a bit. Okay, do remember to close this when not in use. Very carefully so we don't spill.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said all green.
Yep. Thanks for the feedback. I think I'm using too much. Like the parts don't like line up and there's always little gaps. So, ow, I cracked. So at some point, you're gonna have to go back. I mean, there's plastic putty basically to fill in those gaps. And then you need to like sand them down. Smooth. That was like 90% of the work. Well, half the work, the other half was painting. Aren't we glad we don't have to do that anymore? Or I should be doing this right now. It's probably something that's gonna be done. I just want to kind of see how it behaves generally. But yeah, basically, the file is flat, so it works for this kind of work. It does what it's supposed to do. clog, although it is kind of clogging the, I probably should have left it to dry first. Then do that. Okay, make sure to close that so it doesn't evaporate. Alright, so we got some parts. Progress is being made, although I forgot to. Let's leave that alone. Now, step 3. Step 3 is a big one, because we're doing the whole legs all at once. Let's do some double nipping here. I don't think that will do any major difference though. Yeah, the surface detail is pretty good. Like, I like how it has a matte finish, so it will retain paint very well. Gonna have to be careful with these little details. Are gonna overlap there. Alright, so we need 44 times 4. It doesn't use polycaps, everything is plastic. No, polycaps are a form of plastic anyway. So 44. Goes that way. So, yeah. At the very least, I need to do this section. Because otherwise I would have to like take this apart at some point, which I guess I could do. Yeah, okay, I'll do that, I guess. So that's kind of the problem, because these parts you will want to like paint them at some point, and you will want to like be able to access, and like you need to be like clean this up. I don't have putty with me, so I don't know. I need like something I guess to carve, or at least get rid of the seams there. This might work. Very gently. I need a different shape for that. Yeah, like I have other shaped needle files, so I might be able to shape those. This one's good for like against flat surfaces. But I'm gonna have to use something else for cleaning this up. So yeah, basically these are gonna have to be held on very loosely. Okay. Maybe like a couple of points of attachment. Just enough to hold it together, but without really being too much. Alright, so let's build the feet. So we need 44. 6.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said of the Macross kits you have, do you happen to have the SDF one?
Like the fortress? What's the SDF one again? Yeah, the fortress itself. No, I don't. Like I've seen it multiple times. The problem is like the scale. It's like 1 to like 10,000. Like it's the scale is like very. It's basically. It's difficult to get something because it's basically the size of a city or small town, I guess. So I haven't like really seen good enough like kit of that. So I don't have the SDF one. Some like the problem like now if somebody made it on a higher scale, say I don't know, like when 100 scale is just like no, I don't know, like one. It's probably like 1/10,000 scale maybe. Well, some of the kits I saw like didn't even mention a scale, so yeah, they're not like most of the details are kind of lost. They're just like very rough visual approximation of it. So yeah, I don't have the SDF one. Short answer. I wish I did. Like a good one. I feel like they're all like the scale is too low. Alright, so that goes there. Did I do that wrong? Gently. This one we can and should. So just don't glue this on. The friction is enough to like keep it held on here. And it seems like the little tab here needs to point up. For the time being, anyway. Okay. Just wiggle that a bit. Let that dry for a second. I don't think so. Okay, that did work. Press that on there. There we go. Just leave that one for a while. And do this one. Oh, hold on. Is it symmetrical? Yes, it is symmetrical. It's kind of hard on the fingers because you have to press hard and line it up and keep it pressed together. Oops. There. Okay, let's just remove that. Well, okay.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said, do you have any old plastic cement bottles? If so, you can use them to create your own putty from the runners.
Yeah, I mean, I do have some. I have plenty of plastic cement. So I guess, yeah, I could do that. The problem is, like, it is gonna take a minute to fill that in. The advantage of, like, the plastic putty is, like, it's already at a consistency. You can just push it into the gaps and just, like, let it dry. Well, to cure, really. And then you're good to go. I think this might work better. I need to get, like, plastic carving tools. Probably. Okay, so we got this and that, then we need 31, 27, 31, 27. These are supposed to be painted red. So yeah, that's these the parts that are going to be painted red aren't like the black plastic, so the white parts should show better. I guess I could do that. Well, that's gonna make a mess, but I'll try to preview this, I guess. We'll see how much of a mess I make. so the bottom of the feet are completely hollow unless there's... Nope. There's no... they don't provide like a thing for that, but yeah, like if you take like sheets of polystyrene, you can probably cut out this shape and like fill this in and carve it whichever way you want to like do the feet. So that goes there. And the toes don't move. So I kind of want to keep like a tiny gap, I guess, between this and the... Okay, so for now, I'm not going to assemble these. Well, I'm gonna glue those because these are going to be standing anyway, so on the floor, so well, on the ground, so I might not need. This one's a bit very offset. Okay.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said, yeah, plastic sheets are quite useful.
Yeah, this one doesn't have, because, I mean, there are like little stops here. So if you put like a sheet of plastic, it's gonna rest on these little things here. So it will make it flat, because right now it's like open, which is not great, but this is like a very, very old kit. Okay, now we try to figure out this part where we have to line this up. Alright, so the little tab there goes up top. This is the one with that. There's not enough gap for this to move. Basically, I should, like, the idea is that you glue these two caps here with the blue, so that then this won't, yeah, this will move on there. Okay, does this one even have... Yeah, it doesn't have any space to move, which is... I want to give you an like kind of like a articulation here, but it doesn't have space to even move. So, okay, this points toward the front that way, and this is the front bit. Just dot here. I'm gonna need some Alright, rounded. There's a little hole here for some reason. I don't know what it's for. It doesn't seem to indicate that there's anything that actually... Okay, is there an outside to this? No, the legs are symmetrical. Or are they? Nope, yeah, they are symmetrical. So one dot there. Because I'm gonna have to take this apart at some point. One dot there. Let's leave that alone for a minute. There's some adjustments that are needed, like you need to modify the plastic a bit. Just twist that in there. You know what? Let me see if that even makes a difference. Oops. Alright, so we got, where'd it go? This thing with little tabs here. So if I remove the tabs, I don't think it even matters. Because it's gonna be glued. Oh. No, that's dumb. That just blew up. No. So I can still kind of take it apart with minimal effort. So wiggle the joint out. There's like a little... So you do need these for some reason to avoid it turning around. So you push that in the dent there, like so, and there we go. But yeah, ultimately it doesn't matter all that much. Just wiggle that in place. Now it fits better. It didn't fit all that well before. just again a few dots of cement here and there. Alright. So I didn't ruin this. But yeah, basically, I'm going to be gluing this anyway. These are going to be glued into here anyway. So, it doesn't really matter. It should hold. And twist, well, wiggle this so it fits. These are very long legs. Yeah, once I glue that together, I need to kind of carve these halves, well, at the seam essentially, so it matches. That was too much, I guess. Very minimal amount. Just leave that alone for a minute. Alright. Legs. No step 3. Step 4, the arms. 11, 12. 22. All sorts of things. Well, all of this, I guess. Okay, so all that and wait, are those also feet? No, what is? Oh wait, that's a gun type thing. Alright. And it has big old gun hands. Well, it doesn't have hands. This is like a sensible design. You don't need fingers on a basically a gun with legs. Well, cannon with legs. And we're kind of like going through those runners quick now. It's gonna be very Well, it's two-tone, but it's gonna be very simple looking. One arm is kind of loose compared to the other one. Alright. Let's start from the beginning. So 11, 12, and 22. Okay, where's the other 22? There's one. Oh, come on. Where did I put it? Oh, it's over there. Alright, so let me just lower that. It's kind of hard to see, so it's all white. Plastic is a bit sticky. It's very tight. Actually, I should probably have verified. Do I need to be able to take this apart later on? It doesn't seem like it, but I don't know. that over there for a second. Okay, then we need 3, 2, 4, 5, and of course the different numbers. That doesn't inspire confidence here. Which means I probably messed up somehow. Okay, bends this way up, that way, oops, that way. I think you can still kind of reach. It's gonna be all like the same metallic color anyway, so it should be fine. No, some like dirt in there, I guess, to mask the defect there. Okay, so this one, hold that way. Look at this diagram. You can kind of make out on the diagram what exactly. It's very slight, but basically they turn in different directions. Okay, so this pointing up, that turning this way. dry for a second here. Wait, was that the one I just put down? I hope not. Turns that way. Yeah, okay. This is the one that was already drying. Careful, there's kind of a line that goes across. I say that, but I doubt anybody's gonna pick up this kit anytime soon. But yeah, to be careful not to, because there's a nub right next to a piece of detail. You gotta be careful not to damage. Okay. And then these one also, well, different, I guess. So turns that way. Okay, it's kind of tight there. That's a lot of articulation points on the arms there. Let that dry for a minute. So this one, that. Okay, hopefully I got this right. Yes. So this one up. Oops. This one turns this way. That way. So that's a lot of. This isn't like a This is, yeah, because they're not humans. Well, they look like human. They're humanoid. The Zentradi. But their designs are very practical. Well, I don't know if this is practical or not, but they're different. Human aesthetics of the mecha must have a face and hands. Alright, the other one. Up that way and It's very tight articulations. No polycaps involved, so it's all friction. Get that dry. Hopefully, without too many gaps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot of joints in this arm. Okay. Now, do I need to have this removable? It doesn't seem like it. Well, I can remove it, I guess, and I mean, yeah, gluey stuff. I mean, if you use like very small amounts of glue, it's always doable to undo. I probably should. Try to clean this a bit. That's all you need. No, I guess it's not really doable with like those glass files, but you can with like needle files like these. That's why it's important to have like a bunch different shapes for different purposes. Modern problems, well, old problems, old solutions, I guess. Okay, so that's turning. That just goes on the end afterwards. This is also symmetrical, so it doesn't matter which one goes on which hand. I guess I'll... Oops, what the hell? Okay, this one works better, I guess. Are they different numbers? 34, 35, 36, 37. So they are different numbers. But they are symmetrical, so... yeah. Just make it fit, I guess. That was too much. Just a dot of glue on these points of contact there. Use too much. And that goes in. Probably should have put that on first. Which way do you go? That way. Oops. Okay, that holds, I guess. And then just... and we got an arm and a gun. That on first, so I don't have to deal with that again. Hopefully these all fit together. Yeah, it looks like it. Close enough. Yeah, most of the work though is cleaning that up, gluing on the halves properly. It's gonna look a bit shoddy, I guess, in the end, but I mean, just cover that up a little bit then. to remember to close that because it will evaporate and become very useless. Because yeah, it's like we'll probably have to take this apart and kind of adjust various bits and pieces. Some of the parts don't align perfectly, so gonna have to adjust a bit. Get the dust off as much as we can, and there we go. Arms. That's a lot of articulation. Alright, what else do we do now? Step 5. Step 5 is the main gun. No, the side guns. Oh, they're side guns? Only 2 of these. 24, 25. Do we not use these? Because they seem to be for the same purpose. 24, 25. Get everything else that seemed to make sense. Okay, 24, 25. Oh, okay, I guess I need to do both. These are for the main gun itself. Although the main gun is smaller than the sidearms. The actual arms, actually. Calling the sidearms. That was 54 plus 45 and 32. What? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. No, let's join this together first. I need to drill this, I guess. Let's see what we got that would fit this. 3 meters? No. Seems like it would be 3.5. Three and a half. Yep. Just sort of clean that opening a bit. That's good to have an assortment of drill bits as well as files. Before we do that, just get rid of any flashing. That was way too much. probably very loud. And then that goes in there. Let's leave it to dry for a second while we do these. Well, I have this large file. It didn't come in the same set, but just a gentle pass to flatten this out. A large flat, well, it's a large metal file, but it's useful. Just use whatever tools you have. No, it's like the halves are a bit flatter at the joint there. I guess it only fits one way. And try to line those up. There we go. need to like recarve these lines. I mean, this works, but there's better tools for that. Okay, we got these. I'm not sure what to do with it. Oh, that goes on the back? Oh, that's for the feet. Okay. So I do need to round these. Had some defects on those. I thought it was on purpose. Oh, maybe it was on purpose. Because now it doesn't fit. It's a bit too loose. Well then. Wonder if I can just like add a poly cap in there. Got some pieces of poly cap here. Yeah, so those defects were actually on purpose. Okay, that's not gonna work. I mean, if I had like spare poly caps, I guess I could. Yeah. Well, hold on. I had it somewhere around here. Alright, packing tape. Just a smidge. Just a slither of tape there. This is very approximate fix. Very, very approximate. I think I've done this before with another kit. Might have been the horse. Psyche. We'll see how that turns out. Probably not very well. Oh. There we go. That works. Yeah, at most right now, all I can do is just stand there. You can't really do anything else. There's very limited movement on the legs, but still, it has movement on the legs. So if you ever get a kit like that, the defects that seem to be on these shafts aren't defects. They're on purpose to make this actually fit. Alright, let's ignore that for now. Pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so I can replace it with, like, well, insert some polycaps. They'll like do something with it later. Alright, so that. Yeah, let's see. Kind of. Very nails on chalkboard type thing here. Alright, so we need. Things are getting messier by the second. These. And probably this. Oh, that's the mono eye. And this too, why not? These becomes sleeves for the arms. So we'll take these, the one with the rim there goes on the outside like so, and on the inside that holds like it, yeah. Although it is very loose. Let's try to press that down as much as we can. You don't want it to be too loose. Well, I probably should have figured something else. Okay, let's keep these little defects there. The underside. Because it seems to like add kind of like a ratcheting thing. There's like like gears, well, teeth here, and kind of ratchets on there. So that might work out. Let's wait for a minute here. While this dries, I don't have anything that was going to reach in there to clamp those. Yeah, I need to adjust these a bit later on. Alright, so that kind of ratchets in there, hopefully. I don't know if those alarms are just gonna... Let me just do a test. Yeah, they just flock. Gonna have to like figure something out here. It doesn't matter which way. Yep, those are just gonna flop around. Again, I think there was a kind of a ridge on there, slight ridge, and it kind of sanded it down. Try to... Okay, now it's fixed in place, but now the other things... Yeah, definitely not gonna stay there. How exactly am I supposed to get that to behave? There's no way. There's not enough friction. That, or I just glue those. I guess I can. Just glue those in place then. like so. So that should prevent it from moving. Alright, let's do the actual thing here. So we take our cannon from earlier, like so, and this thing goes in the back. Now it's gonna take. It's nice how like this is matte and this is kind of glossy. That's like different tones, so it should be easy to paint. It's already like, I don't know. It's already set to the right like surface type. No, I guess most people will just like recoat it with something else and work off that. Wait a minute. Alright, the halves don't line up perfectly. Oh, I'm supposed to. Oh, it's later, I guess. Like so. Okay. Just a tiny bit to hold it in place. Try to line that up. Yeah, need to like recarve some of these lines. Okay, let's see here. 15. So the rest is just detailing at this point. There we go. Try not to cut myself here. There we go. Not too bad. Alright, so detailing. I'm gonna assemble these later. Gently remove it. Alright, so I get the rest of the parts here, which is all like small details. Oh, right. Try to line it up to nothing here. Or is it this one? Might not matter, but yeah, it's kind of a line here. It kind of lines up here, so try to go for that. Really shouldn't put a lot of plastic cement. The more there is, the longer it takes to dry. runner. And then these. Ah. Well, it was gonna happen one day or another. I kind of trimmed the thing there, which I'm guessing you're not supposed to. Well, then again, these seems to be fixed. Yeah, those aren't gonna. They're not going to rotate, so it fixed in place. This stick here is just shaft here, just a suggestion, really. Which angle though? Now trying to get, I don't know what angle, trying probably, let's see. Kind of points down. Like whiskers, I guess. Try to keep it the same angle. It's less weapons, more whiskers. Having the shaft actually does not help. No, in that case. Leave that to dry for a bit here while we clean these up. Probably should have. I mean, can probably separate those later. Line these two together first and then put the whole thing on there. And then 16. Wait a minute. No, that is it. Oops. Probably went too far with that one. Anyway. No, doesn't matter. And a dot there. Just leave that for a second there. There we go. Okay. Now, what else do we need? This antenna. There should be a rear view mirror. Oh, now. It's like a rear view on a bicycle, on a motorcycle. And that just goes there. Vertical. No. I guess at a slight angle. Whatever seems pleasant. Okay. What else? This here. That goes here. Well, it's holding by friction, so I'll just leave it like that. And those... No, that's what the hole... Oh, this also holds by friction, so I'll just leave it there. That's one less thing I'll have to... Oh, okay, this one doesn't... Wait, does it? Okay, just a dot then. Oh, it does wobble a little bit. Just slight wobble. Not much. We'll leave this one alone. Alright, so we actually finished using up all the parts. Except for the feet here. The reason is that I want to... Well, I could, I guess. Let me just give that a dot then. Nope. There we go. Nice large feet. It's monochrome, black and white, but you get a good sense of the shape of it. Okay. Try not to touch those things while they're drying. There we go. Okay, so we're done assembling all the various parts. So now it's assembly time. How long did it take? Almost 3 hours. Well, I did waste like the first 15 minutes. Started late. Well, 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours 30 minutes. Let's say. But then again, there's a lot of work to do on this thing. Okay. Alright, so we built the Bandai kit from 1992, the vintage, the original Macross. Well, from the original Macross, the tactical pod Glaug, or Glaug, G-L-A-U-G. It's a Zentradi battlesuit, the command type. So it's basically like the original, the old school Bandai kits. That's how they used to be back in the day. Even like you can't really find those anymore. But like the original, like master grade kits were kind of like that, fairly static, actually. So anyway, so let's build out. This was kind of a revolutionary back in the day. So right, we start with a leg, and we add another leg. Looking good already. The problem with the legs don't. Okay, need to line that up a bit. All right, and then we just slap on the body, the whole thing. Nope, not play. Gently. There's not much of an assembly. I agree. So, but yeah, like so. How do you even? Did I put the foot on the wrong side? Oh, need to bend that somehow. Okay, we have a problem here. Like, these are supposed to bend a bit. Okay. I guess they are bending the wrong way. I see. Well, we messed up. So what we're gonna do is try to fix it. Well, I don't even know. Does that even make sense? Oops. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, now it turns. No, I'll just leave it at that. It looks a bit janky, to be honest. Yeah, there's some work needed on this thing, definitely. Let's try that again. Yeah. We need to like work on the angles there. I feel like, yeah, these are supposed to be inverted. Okay. Let's go invert those then. It's a good test for later on. So that one goes over there. Yeah, there's a certain direction to this. Okay. Down on this end. We're doing this live, so mistakes were made. No, it doesn't seem like neat glue on this end. Except the piece just like flew off earlier on. I forgot to check what flew off. Yeah, we're just improvising. Okay, so a piece flew off. I don't know what it flew off to, but it's one of the things on the tip here on the I don't know what to call it, toe. Let's see if this is any different. Yeah, it doesn't quite. Oh, no! Look at that. Maybe that's what I was missing. There we go. That won't go close enough. Oh, there it is. That flew off. Hey, come on then. Or just... Okay, well, that helps. I don't think these are... Does it matter? I don't think it does. Completely wrong. This is supposed to be the front. Did I mess up this much? Well, they are symmetrical either way, so... No, wait. No, that is correct. What am I doing? I got it wrong. I'm looking at it the wrong direction. Okay, hold on, never mind. So this is the front, that's correct. This is the back, that's fine. Okay, never mind. Let's not take this apart again. The problem here is like trying to find the right position for this whole thing. Without collapsing. So basically, I'm just going to do a review while I'm doing this. So this is like it's an older model kit, so it has issues, clearly. one being like no idea where this goes. And there's the hips here, like this is partially my fault, but like it was kind of hard to tell whether or not there was like some, well, crap on the shafts for the thigh, and it was very hard to tell whether or not those were meant to be there or not. And did I get this wrong again? Yep. Now basically, I'm gonna have to find a way for the just turn that around. Ah, come on, don't break again. There are no polycaps because this kit predates the invention of polycaps in a way. And oh, there we go. That's a bit better. There we go. That's a little bit better. The problem now it's still because this is kind of loose. I'll do, I guess. It's probably gonna droop over time, but basically, yeah, there's a bunch of work to be done on this thing. It is, the surface detail is pretty good. I'll give it that. Like the surface detail of this kit, very nice. The panels don't always line up, which is kind of a shame. Like the sides don't really line up perfectly, but it's like, yeah, this thing is not gonna stay. Let's see if we can mess with that a bit more. Okay, this is like very ghetto fixes that we're applying here. And there we go, arms. So the arms are pretty kind of impressive. Like there's lots of multiple points of articulation on the arms. If it wasn't for the damn hips here that were just falling apart. Yeah, this is gonna droop very sadly there. I mean, I probably made a mistake on this. Otherwise, I don't know. Like maybe I didn't do a mistake, and there's a problem with the hips there. Let's see if we can find something. Try to fix this live before the end there. Okay, that kind of holds, I hope. Hopefully until the end. It may droop over time. Yeah. Not ideal. The hips have like slight movement, but yeah, it's a matter of figuring out what the hell to do with this thing. So yeah, if you, I don't know if anybody would have this kit. I mean, it is kind of rare, but like not that rare, because Bandai does do reprints this every now and then. And yeah, if somebody else build this, I'd be curious to see if like leaving these little defects alone, like this little bit of like rough bit on the shafts of the thighs, not the thigh, but the hips. Careful with that. And not sure if that actually does anything to help hold this in place, because these are way too large for whatever these shafts are. There we go. That's good enough for now. I'll be at exit. So this is 1/100th scale, it claims. It's 1/100th scale, so therefore, if we take our standard unit of measurement here, a flying Zaku, flying cake Zaku, 1/100th scale is a master grade, so that should give us scale estimate, because of course Zaku's are our standard unit of measurement. So let's get that somehow. Oops, oh, come on, don't pop out. I need to get like master grade, like fully articulated hands for this thing. Did this just pop off? Give me a second. Basically, I'm trying to compare. I'll fix this hand later. But basically, it's about the size of a Gundam. Well, of a mobile suit. Of a Zaku, at least. If it's theirs, it is the same scale. Yeah. And Zentradio about this tall, I guess? They fit in there, so like this is like the whole cockpit. This isn't like, this is their cockpit. So basically, this is like the shell. Zentradio are giants in the Macross story. Well, at least they introduced as giants. Although later iterations, the sizes vary. They have a way to like compress. They get zipped, or they use the raw file format. Yep, the Zentradio use WinRAR. That is canon. I'm gonna need to get this, like fully articulated hands for this one. They do make like master grade hands placements for the Zaku, I guess. They should need to give me some. Oh, by the way, this guy is supposed to use master grade size. Does he? Let's see. Nope. Does not. That was a lie. This guy does not use master grade size hands. ignore that. This is a high mock, which is the gruntiest of grunt units. I was randomly thinking about that. Anyway, for some reason it's always around. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so you get a size comparison here. These are both the same scale, so yeah, it's about the size. So it seems like mobile suit size is like the standard when it comes to giant robot vibes. When people think giant robots in Japan, they think, oh, it has to be about 16 meters tall. 15, 16 meters tall, that's giant robot right there. That's the size you need. Yeah, so this thing, of course, like is unpainted completely. Let me just put that away for a second. And yeah, so like clearly, like there's a lot of painting to be done. Like especially there's a lot of red missing. There's it seems like the legs are painted green and the weapons on the hands are like gunmetal. So that's something to do. It's like different colors everywhere, slightly. No, wait, that's just optical illusion. Never mind. But yeah, comparatively, basically, this has the same leg thing. So you can see, kind of tell the defects on there. Like you can kind of see the parts not kind of lining up. Like the legs are a bit like wonky. You can kind of see that there. I remember like I built like I think was a Spartan from Macross, like also similar generation as this one. You could clearly tell like in the diagram, it's like the finished model that they took pictures of. There were clearly defects, like parts like weren't aligning. This one's a bit better, but still you can see a little bit the seams. You can kind of see the seams a little bit some places. You can see the misalignment there and there. But yeah, to put a bit more effort on this one. But basically, yeah, you would need a fair amount of... let's see if I can get this a little bit of a mono eye. Not much of a mono eye, a little bit. Gonna need a few more coats of that. Probably a white base coat. Basically, yeah, this thing has a little mono eye, sort of. Yeah, it's a bunch of red needed everywhere to make it really pop out. Lots of painting needed. We do get some decals. Posing is going to be a bit of a problem, especially because of the legs there. But we do have some decals that will be applied all over the place. Markings, basically. It's impressive, this thing that comes to our side. It's like not... Well, it's lower than high. Well, back then Bandai didn't have the concept of grades for the kids. This was like all you got. And yeah, it had waterside decal. The waterside decals are kind of thick. You can kind of tell they're not the same as like modern ones. I don't know how they managed to do that. They like keep the old manufacturing techniques around, the old like machines which do these. That, or maybe I'm hallucinating. Maybe like waterslide decals were always this thick and I just didn't notice. You can't really tell on camera, but they have some thickness to them. At any rate, we built this thing. It's very white and black. It's not very posable. It does have things that move. The arms are surprisingly have lots of joints in them, like 1, 2, 3. These turn. This turns. You get a bit of here. You get a bit of there. It's pretty wild, but you're basically gonna keep it mostly like that, or you can do it like going gangsta or something, but it's gonna be mostly like so. And that one's falling apart, but that's nothing I can do about that for now. Yeah, I basically I didn't go very far with the gluing here because I still want to be able to take these legs apart, and there's probably some adjustments that need to be done. But yeah, that's all we got. This was the Tactical Pod Glaug 1/100 scale kit from Bandai from 1992. This is like a proper vintage kit. Very old, possibly older than some of you watching. But yeah, this is I wouldn't say it's a fun kit. It's a simple kit, but it needs a lot of work to get it to a place where you would well, enjoy looking at it, I guess. When we're putting it. I need to do something about the white balance on this thing. It's never. Always falling apart. Okay. Always having camera problems. Anyway, testing. No. For some reason it wasn't working. Anyway. That's all we have really. Give me a second here. Alright, so that's all we have. That was a Tactical Pod Glaug. Getting a bit of a messy build. But yeah, so seems like next time we're doing a Star Wars kit. Okay. Alright, so let me just put that up on there.
From YouTube, Marcel Mendieta said, well, until next time, good night.
Alright, thanks Marcel. And yeah, till next time. We'll find something to build. Again, this time I'll try to put that... Testing. I don't know what's up with the sound. Testing. Okay, anyway, thanks all for watching. This is, yeah, the Tactical Glaug 100. Tactical Pod Glaug from Macross. The original 1980 something show. And called Robotech in some regions. And yeah, see you guys next time. Which probably going to be in 3 days, so... Friday? Alright, Friday. I'm trying to make a placeholder this time. So, okay, thanks for watching. Goodbye. Oh, like, subscribe if you feel like liking this. I don't know. I'm having doubts myself. Alright, bye.
From YouTube, Nerd on the Internet said thanks all for watching. I'll be building a Stat Wars K-Kit on next stream.